How's everyone doing? Quick market recap here on Tuesday, August 26th. Starting out with I started out with the net. Let me click back here. We'll start with the indices, kind of look at this. We're heading higher, but it's kind of boring right now, right? So looking at the weekly, it's boring. I'm going to switch down to the daily to kind of show you where we are. So looking at the S&P 500, you can see this channel. We're kind of just bouncing back and forth in this channel before we break out. And you can see the SPYs are really poised to break out and take out higher price. It seems like we're all set up here. Again, I'm moving. You can tell I'm looking toward the bottom to see where the volume bar is. I think this is headed much higher, right, on the way to break out. Of course, tomorrow NVDA which we'll get to in a minute, could sway this either way. This is the QQQs, and this kind of just shows you on a daily basis what I'm talking about, what my eye sees in terms of the channel, that it's kind of going back and forth. It can go up and touch the highs, touch the lows, consolidating before what I think is going to be a big run, maybe from October into the end of the year. I expect all-time highs this year. So switching back to weekly real quick, let's look at what's holding it up, right? Keeping the market up. First of all, Google. We have a position in Google, very bullish on Google, right? Look at all this buying here, boom, 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 and we're trying to hold above the high here on the weekly, and above this, the projected price move is 270. We've been high on that one. Looking at Amazon, don't have a position yet on Amazon, but waiting patiently. The key is to wait patiently for your stocks to set up. Never buy early. Right? If you go back and look at Walmart, do I have that in here somewhere? Walmart's a great case in point why we would do that, right? This was the high before with less volume. We came up and touched it on greater volume, and then we didn't do it because of earnings at the end of the day, but it could be for any reason we came back down. That's our lesson, right? That's why we don't buy until it breaks, and that's exactly what we're doing with Amazon. We're watching it, waiting, biding our time, and when it breaks, we'll make a move. NVIDIA obviously will be the big mover tomorrow. Could go either way. That seems to be the talk of everything. We'll see where it takes the market tomorrow. And then we have a position in ANET, Arista Networks. This is strong. I mean, broke out on volume, just consolidating, ready to head higher. I don't remember what the projected price move for this is. It's in the 170s. I remember that. So we're watching that one. Well, we're in that one. We're in ANET. We're in Google, and we sold out of NVIDIA today, by the way. And the reason why we sold out of NVIDIA is going into earnings. We always want to be cash. And the reason for that, let's go back again, is Walmart, right? I mean, Walmart looks strong going into earnings. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen to NVIDIA, but they disappointed, right? And so if you'd have been long Walmart going into the number, you would have lost all that money. So we don't like to be long into earnings. We don't hold into earnings, and we won't hold into NVIDIA tomorrow. So we'll be in cash tomorrow, and we'll have plenty of time to trade it, by the way. If it breaks out and heads higher, great. We'll set up an ABC structure, and we'll take it there. And if it misses and goes lower, then we'll wait for it to set up an ABC structure, and we'll take it there. So stocks are never going to run away from you. You always have plenty of time to get in. With that, have a good night. Hope this helps, and talk to you soon.